Hey everyone, this is your girl SolieSims and we're doing another cast video. If you've been following me for a little bit, you know by now that I am in the process of creating a new LP which is going to be based around Henford and Bagley, and this is one of my other characters that I will be not focusing gameplay on, but they will be playing a key component in my gameplay. For some reason I normally just show the first outfit when I do the creator sim, but for I don't know, for with this particular family I just felt so connected with them that I actually did a couple more outfits online, I mean on record, and the story development changed whilst I was creating them, because initially I had an idea that, okay, first of all I should introduce, this is Agatha Baker. She's going to be the mom of the Christie Baker. And guys, if you catch what I'm saying by Agatha and Christie, let me know in the comments below if you catch that hint. Anyway, so Agatha is, initially they were not supposed, I had the idea of having a mother and daughter team, but they were not supposed to be this ethnicity basically, and I just had this idea of who I wanted to create, but it all worked out in the end and I'm happy with who I came about with. So Agatha is a neat person. She loves the outdoors and she's so calm, she's so calming. I do have custom traits, guys, in case you didn't know. I do have some custom traits and some CC as well. Anyway, so yes, so Agatha is such a sweet lady, but she's so tough as well. And she and her daughter Christie, they live on a farm, a dairy farm in Henford on Bagley. Now Christie looks after her mom and the farm, and as a result of that, because it's mostly Christie doing the work, she's a bit full, but she's also muscled as well, just because, like I said, they do everything. And they live on the dairy farm with their two cats, Mia and Tiger. The cats I downloaded off of the gallery. I know one was from Pug Owned Sims, but Pug Owned, sorry, is it? Yeah, but I can't remember who the other cat belonged to. I'll have to check that up and I'll put it in the description box below. Anyway, Christie is so good just at everything. She is good at handiness, farming, cooking. Oh my gosh, she's just so good at everything. Anyway, the story is that Agatha actually lived in Sulani. She met her husband, Reginald Baker. He wasn't husband at the time. She met him when he came over there to work, like on one of the ships, etc. He came down. He was a sailor, but he was originally from Henford. They fell in love and she decided to pack up and move to Henford to be with him, etc. But when she found out that she was pregnant, a couple of years passed and they were quite happy as a couple. And then when she found out that she was pregnant, Reginald just wasn't ready for it. I don't know if it was a case where he just wasn't there mentally, like he just didn't want to have a child, or if it was a rough patch that he was going through at the time. Whatever it is, he just literally up and left in the dead of night without telling Agatha anything. So she just woke up the next day and he just wasn't there. And it wasn't a dairy farm that they were on before. It was just like a regular little cottage that wasn't in the best shape. It was a little bit run down, but they were making ends meet and they were happy with what they had. They had a lot of land. There was a lot of open space, but Agatha basically had to change everything around and make this into a dairy farm. She only had one cow when they started out, and it was a sickly old cow, and she just changed things around because she had to make it work for herself and her daughter. So through a lot of hard work, they managed to save up enough cash and fix up the house, and it's a thriving dairy farm now. So Christie discovered that you can get wool, etc. from llamas, and it's just this new industry thing that she learned about, and she wanted to try to incorporate it into the farm now, because they do have an empty paddock. I think it's called a paddock, I'm not sure, that or meadow, whatever it is, where they would normally keep the cows. So there's this empty section. She really wants to put in some housing for the llamas or bands, however you want to call it, but her mother is just adamant against it. She doesn't want to do that. She's so set in her ways. She doesn't want to move away from that thinking. I mean, she's made her reputation on being a dairy farmer, and she just doesn't want to go away from that. They are about 2 farms down from Heath Sutherland's farm, and he is very good friends with them. He always comes over to check on both Agatha and Christie, but Agatha is just a little bit not too trusting of him, so she always meets with him and her daughter. So we're moving into the screenshots, and I hope you enjoyed this backstory for these characters, and I will see you in the next video, guys. Bye.